3.
Oh yeah, I used to. It's cute stuff.
Oh, no way.
All
right, so day 3, part 1 of SEMA for Croyle. I am not going to be here tomorrow, so we will not be going live tomorrow. We will be going live again at 3 p.m. We will be going live at 3 p.m. Las Vegas time, which I do believe is Pacific time. So that would mean 5 p.m. Central time, 6 p.m. Eastern time. So keep an eye for that next live. Send myself questions on Instagram is the easiest way. Send Croyle direct messages for questions. We'll get those answered. I'm not sure how YouTube works, if they roll questions or not like that. So that'll be interesting. I went live on YouTube yesterday for the first time. So we're gonna go ahead and answer one question here. And the first question is whether or not you would use exrust on a firearm. And I talked to the engineer here that is at the booth, and he suggested that if you're gonna use exrust, it better be on a firearm that you are completely restoring, that you're gonna recoat that barrel. Because if you use exrust on like a blued barrel, it's gonna completely take apart that bluing and bring you all the way back down to raw metal. And if you see my video on exrust where I did it on the frame of my LBZ Duramax, and then I also did it on a 2-inch block, so I did the 10-hour soaking of exrust on a 2-inch block, and I took it out and it was like a brand new block, and it was a 20-year-old block. So it's really potent stuff. You really want to use gloves and eyeglasses, but if you're going to use it on something as delicate as a firearm, we would actually suggest you use regular Croyle. If you use it and just keep kind of rubbing it on there, using it, you'll get that rust off of the barrel. Because it should, I'm assuming you're talking about like spot rust on a rusty barrel. So just go ahead and use that, and then you also use that as a lubricant. So you can clean the barrel if you're done with it. You can do everything with it, and it will get you, a nice clean gun. When I was in the military, we actually used CLP, and that product, it worked. It was what the military uses, and then I got to use a more higher quality product, and that is Croyle when I got out of the military for my personal firearms, and it's outstanding. It's something that I didn't even know that was doable until I was reading the can one day, and I was like, hey, it says firearm. So I went ahead and tried it, and holy cow, did it do an amazing job. So make sure you go ahead, if you're gonna use it on a firearm, make sure you understand that the exrust is gonna take everything off. Like it's gonna destroy that bluing on your rifle barrel. So be very, very cautious how you use it. And if you, again, if you're gonna use it on a rifle that you're completely restoring, it's an old rusty barrel, I would 100% agree, use it on that. But if you're using it on a current gun that you're just trying to clean up, just use regular Croyle. So that's my answer to that. Second question was, what is my favorite product outside of the original penetrating oil, which is Croyle Original? And I would actually say that the degreaser is my second favorite product. I've used it multiple times. It works great. You spray it on there, a few moments later you go ahead and wipe it down with a rag, or you can do like Eric did. Eric sprayed it on and used it on his transmission for his 78 Trans Am, and he hosed it down with a hose, and it came off perfectly fine, and then he went ahead and recoated it and stuff like that. It worked great. It works great. Second favorite product is definitely that degreaser. Again, like I said, we're gonna go live at 3 p.m. Las Vegas time, which I believe is Pacific time. Kind of balancing that time zone thing is kind of a struggle coming from a central time zone. So 5 p.m. Central time, 6 p.m. Eastern time. Send questions to myself or Croyle directly via Instagram. I think you can send them on Facebook as well, but I'm not 100% sure.
Yes.
My wife is sending me pictures. But it's been a great experience. The one question I got asked here that I'll answer right now, I got asked here at SEMA from people that have come up and told me that they watched me, which is outstanding. I love meeting you guys. If you're here, they're in booth 24518. It's a great booth. It's a great location. It's in the new product location, so make sure you stop on by. There's awesome products in this new product location. But the question that I got asked the most is, what's your favorite part of SEMA? And I'll hold on.
on that?
I'll have to actually say that it's more of this whole manufacturing side of SEMA, this distribution side of SEMA. When you're talking to the companies and these companies come out to the booth, they introduce you to their product, they educate you on your product. If you're at the SEMA and you come by the coil booth, you're going to get educated. You're not just going to get sold, hey, do this, do that. You're going to get educated, and that's the best point. You're going to talk to real people that really care about their product and their business, and that's one of the best things I like about SEMA. And I've had that in the more manufacturing side of SEMA. I've gone to some of these other performance booths, and that's what I've gotten. I've gotten a really personal experience, a really personability experience with companies and representatives of those companies. Now, when you get the tool booths are awesome, like they're cool, they're great. You know, they are what they are, but you don't get that at those booths. The wheel and tire stuff outside, you don't get that at the wheel and tire stuff. It's just there for the show aspect, and I understand that. And you know, those bigger companies, they're just there to make face, and I understand that. But then when you get to the point of SEMA, and you get to get educated on products, and you get to learn about new products, like right next door here, we've got a company that does lithium-ion batteries for vehicles. It's outstanding. It's great. 10 to 15 year battery for your vehicle. 2,500 cold cranking amps for the battery for my Duramax diesel. It's outstanding. So the education that you can learn is so much to absorb, and then you add the experience as well. Last night, Savan, the CEO, took us out to Blue Men Group. It was a great experience. I've never seen them before. They're awesome. Highly suggest. Grant took us out to dinner in New York, and a pub and grill there. It was outstanding. Had great conversations with him. Eric and I stayed out a little bit later, and we ran into Formula One, who was doing a quick commercial shoot of Formula One for the new race that's coming to Las Vegas. So again, it's just been an awesome experience. Everyone has been very hospitable, and I can't thank everyone enough. I can't thank, this whole experience has just been outstanding, and I am in awe, and I'm excited to maybe come here in the future, to maybe branch out more and learn more about other products while I'm here, and it's just exciting. So those are my 3 answers to the 3 questions that I get a lot. If I get more questions in person, I'll answer them in the live. If I get more questions on the internet, I'll answer them in the next live. So that's going to be 3 p.m. Pacific time, 5 p.m. Central time, 6 p.m. Eastern time. Stay tuned for that, and thank you very much for all the support.
That's Pt.1. We know we've been in existence since 1930.